Hey everyone, welcome to Kate's Fashion Flips and welcome to Vlogmas Thriftmas Day 2. I realized in my first video, that I was sometimes saying Vlogmas Thriftmas and then other times I was saying Thriftmas Vlogmas. So if I say it backwards, I apologize. It doesn't really matter. You guys get the gist. My light is falling down here, but we're starting off today's Vlogmas Thriftmas video with talking about what sold over the past 2 days, so sales from Sunday and sales from Saturday. It is Monday, December 1st when I'm filming this, so this will be going out December 2nd, this video. And then after we're done talking about what sold over the past 2 days, I am headed to Ross with you guys. Oh my goodness, it's falling down again. Maybe I should put it right here. I'm gonna go to Ross with you guys and we are gonna do some Christmas decor shopping. It is not technically thrifting, but I thought that would be really fun because every year for every holiday, I buy a few new pieces to add to my decorations, and obviously Christmas is a big one. Valentine's Day used to be my favorite holiday, but I feel like, I don't know, Christmas just trumps all the other holidays. It's so much fun. It's like a month-long holiday, and then some people even really celebrate it into November. So with that being said, let's dive into what sold the past 2 days. We're not going to do a lot of heavy editing for these videos because of how many videos I'm going to be putting out. So there probably are going to be imperfections, but I may pop up like pictures of the listing for every item I show you. So on eBay, I sold this Lotus briefcase, L-O-D-I-S. I actually got this from the bins over a year ago. It's had some interest. I originally had it listed for much higher, but it finally sold for $20 and I'm pretty happy with that. I probably paid $4 or $5 for it, but Lotus is a brand that I believe is not sold anymore. It's like a vintage brand, but I believe it was sold at Macy's or something. It is genuine leather, but I'm not sure. Okay. If this falls down again, I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay. Next thing to sell is this, I believe, is a Poshmark sale. Yeah, Poshmark sale. I think it either sold for $26 or $27. I also got this at the bins, so I paid $4 or $5. Yeah, I'm thinking $5, but it's from London Fog, which is a brand I don't really pick up anymore. It just doesn't sell well in like their coats and jackets, but this is a wool blend and it is a woman's double-breasted coat. Very nice. So happy with that sale. Sales finally picked up on Poshmark a little bit, so I'm very happy for that. And then also on eBay, I sold this Pottery Barn blanket, which I very recently listed. I had it for a while, but I kind of dreaded listing it because it's a blanket and it's kind of hard to photograph. But I finally got it listed and it sold very quickly. Paid $5 for it at an estate sale and it sold for $35. Somebody offered me $25 and I countered with $35 and they accepted that. So I was very happy about that. Back on over to eBay. This is a pair of Oat New York jeans. I believe that this brand is sold at Nordstrom. A broken record at this point. But yeah, these are a pair of like kind of straight leg, wide leg, cropped raw hem. I have thrifted this brand of jeans before, but they ended up having a flaw. I wouldn't pay normal thrift store prices for this for this brand of jeans, excuse me, but at the bins, I was not going to pass up, so I paid $3. I believe they sold for $18 on eBay. I currently have a 15% off coupon running in my store. I'm not sure if I previously mentioned that, but I believe that that is with the 15% off discount. My daughter just came in and I talked to her for a second. I will edit that out. The next sale is actually a Mercari sale, and this is a really nice piece. It's just Free People, but it's a size large, which automatically, if you have a Free People size large or above, it has like way more value. This is the BFF cardigan. It's very chunky, very soft cardigan, like in a tan cream color. Got this from the bins for probably $4 and it sold for, I believe, $25.60 on an offer on Mercari. It had interest on all 4 platforms, but I did accept that Mercari offer because it was a sale and it would have sold for that amount with the 15% off coupon on eBay. And then also on eBay, I was pleasantly surprised to see this sale come through. This is from Express, and this is a brand I do not pick up, but I got this at Uptown Cheapskate when they were doing their 80% off stamped tags sale. And this is a longer length, it is a midi length, and it is a sweater dress, and it's pink and ribbed, very pretty. It kind of also has like a structured detail So I did pick this up. It's a size large. And yeah, sold for $20. I believe I paid like $4 or $5 for it. There were very cheap prices at that Uptown Cheapskate consignment sale. And then I honestly can't remember how much this sold for. Someone I'd have to pop up a picture. I think it sold for between $30 and $40, maybe 30. Yeah, no, I think it sold for $35. But it's from a brand I have not found in forever. The brand is Lafayette 148. And I know that this brand has a bad sell-through rate, but when I got this home, I realized that it was 100% silk. So automatically that adds value to this piece. And I paid, I believe, $6.50 for this at a Savers thrift store. It does have a little bit of discoloration on the back of the neckline, but nobody can see that. And it's also heavily beaded along the neckline and the cuffs. So very, very nice piece. I put keywords like glam. I also think I put like New Year's. So somebody might have bought this for a holiday party. And then we have 5 more sales. I have 13 sales from the past 2 days. So I'm very thankful for that. I sold this on Poshmark. It is an Outdoor Voices size extra large women's green long sleeve shirt. Sold for $17. If I didn't already say that, I believe I paid $3 for it at a yard sale, which is crazy because in my first Vlogmas Thriftmas video, I pass up on a green Outdoor Voices women's pullover, and it's in this exact same colorway. And then what do you know, a couple days later, I sell the Outdoor Voices pullover. So maybe I should have gotten it at the thrift store, but I'm not necessarily mad that I didn't buy it at the thrift store because it wouldn't have given me a huge return anyway. Like I said, this only sold for $17 on Poshmark, but I'm happy that it sold, and definitely it being a size extra large helped it to sell. And then here is another really quick flip on Depop. So I do have sales on all 4 platforms because we had that Mercari sale. And now we have Depop. This is vintage Christopher & Banks, size medium. I was heavily debating about keeping this because I really like it. But it has a cardinal on it, and it's beige, very grandma core, very cute. I paid $6 or $7 for this, and it sold for $22 on Depop in just a couple of days. And then on Poshmark, this REI 100% silk base layer long sleeve in a purple color top sold for, I believe, $23. If you do not know, outdoor brands such as Eddie Bauer, REI, their 100% silk base layers actually have an amazing sell-through rate and sell for around like $20 to $35. So be on the lookout. I only paid like $150 for this because it was $250 at Savers and I had a 20% off. So, wait, that doesn't make sense. It would have been more like $2. Anyway, very cheap price, bins pricing, and it sold very, very quickly. I actually couldn't find a tag that says 100% silk, but I can tell that this is 100% silk. Like I'm 99% positive. So great sale. And then another Poshmark sale. I sold these Everlane blue flats. They're very minimalist. Everlane is a brand that I pass up most of their clothing, even in men's, even in their pants, even in their jeans. I just cannot get it to sell. But their shoes are where it's at. These were called, I can't remember what these were called. I actually think I priced them too low because they sold extremely quickly and it had attention on all 4 platforms. But they sold for $40 or $45 and I paid $8. But yeah, super nice minimalist pair of Everlane flats. We actually have 2 more sales. So on Poshmark, to my surprise, these distressed Levi's women's jeans sold for $21. I was thoroughly shocked because we're in the winter time and they're distressed. So they just didn't have a lot of good factors for them. I paid $4 for them and I just thought I would try them out because they're also a larger size at a size 32. They're the rib cage shorts. I did have a stock photo for them. But yeah, $21, $4 into $21. Not mad about that. And I do believe I picked those up this summer. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I picked those up last year. And then last sale we're going to talk about is this 100% silk JG hook scarf. It's very lightweight, very small, very minimalist. I got this at the bins, so I probably paid like 50 cents. And it sold for an offer of $10 on eBay. So not mad about that because this was very easy to photograph and list. All it took was a couple of pictures, but yeah, it has a raw hem. And yeah, this is going to be a very easy thing to package up. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to package up all my sales, and then hopefully I do that before my daughter wakes up from her nap. My husband is home right now. He came home from work early and is working from home because my car actually died and he had to jump start it for me. We do have like a little jump starting kit, but it was dead and he had to find it for me. Anyway, it was a whole ordeal. But next time you guys see me in this video, which will be 1 second away, we will be headed to a Ross because we're going to do some shopping at Ross together. And then I may actually hit up Deseret Industries thrift store and only look in the shoe section, the Christmas decor section, and the women's fitness bottoms section, because I always avoid that section. I never look through athletic pants and leggings because I hate it, but my goal is to find Viore. So stay tuned for that. Okay, you guys, quickly before we head to Ross, I totally forgot I made this sale on Mercari. And then I was about to ship out that Free People, well, package up the Free People sweater and get the shipping label. And then I noticed this sale and I totally forgot about it. I can't believe I forgot about it because it's the best sale that I've had the past 2 days. It's Harley Davidson vintage women's leather vest with the embroidered on the back. Sold for $67. I paid $5 at the yard sale. So I had to show you, of course, because this is an amazing sale. And because Mercari only has a 10% fee plus a little something extra, it is going to give me an amazing profit. All right, guys, I just made it to Harmon's where I'm going to drop off my packages at the USPS inside of Harmon's. I actually made 2 more sales after I recorded that what sold video. I sold a pair of men's Cozy Earth joggers and this really old skirt, maxi skirt that's unbranded for $12. So nothing like amazing. I probably won't show you guys or tell you like the statistics or anything, but that's where I'm headed right now. And like the back of my car is full of bags from thrifting. And so I had to put the packages in one of my daughter's seats and then in my other daughter's seats. But yeah, that's where I'm headed. And then I'm headed to, I think actually Deseret Industries first. I already have a bunch of inventory that I need to list. So I'm not going to do a ton of thrifting, but I want to look in their Christmas decor section and in their shoe section at least. And then I'll hit up Ross with you guys. There are all the packages. I had to put them in the cart because I could not carry them all. All right, my packages are dropped off. They actually had a couple of carts in the front of the store full of like last chance items because they're getting rid of all their fall stuff. And they had these like fun fall sprinkles for only $2. And sprinkles like this can be like $10. So I bought some for sugar cookies next year. And then I also got an amino energy for myself because I'm craving some caffeine. And yeah, let's open it together, right? Shall we? Listen for the, ooh, good sound. Once my husband bought like an energy drink and I took his first sip and he was so sad. He's like, the first sip is the best sip. So cheers. Let's go to Deseret Industries thrift store now and I'll meet you there. I actually have a mic today for the thrift store, so you guys are going to be able to hear me so much better than my last video. I was so dumb, like you can hear so much background noise, so I apologize for that, but I do have a little mic here now. I'm thinking I'm going to put it more, let's see, let's put it closer to like right under me so you guys can really hear me because I want the sound quality to be good. Okay, that's better. Let's go in. It's behind me. The sun is setting. The sun sets so early. I have a love-hate relationship with daylight savings. Guys, for the first little part of this video, I am going to do a voiceover because there were a lot of people in the shoe section, so it was very loud, even with my mic. I spotted these Eileen Fisher sandals, but they were very worn. The insole there was coming apart, and I did look through these sandals really quickly. I also looked through the boots. The boots and sandals were right next to each other, but there was nothing in this section. I thought that these might be Hey Dudes, but I didn't find any good shoes until later on, and so we'll just skip all of me talking about these random shoes until I find a good pair of shoes to show you guys. I looked up these Coleman men's ankle boots, but the sell-through rate was actually terrible, so I put them back. I actually pulled out these Harley Davidsons, but the thrift store wanted $20 for them, and they were pretty thrashed, and so that was an easy thing to leave behind. But had these been in good condition, this would have been a pretty cool pickup.
First pair of shoes I pick up to resell. This is a pair of Torrid ankle boots, and I thought the comps wouldn't be good, but actually I think I can get 30 to 35 for them, and the thrift store wanted 8. These were also in really good condition, so although I think the leather is fake, I think these are going to do well. I went to look at this pair of Seychelles flats, and then I noticed these brown Danskos, and I was super excited. They had a tiny bit of wear on the toe area, but other than that, they're in great condition, and they're a very nice Mary Jane style. Super happy to find these. Definitely bought them to resell. I spotted these brown suede Vionic flats, but they were just too worn, and so I had to leave them sadly, but I did pick up these metallic Born flats because flats are so in style right now, and Born can definitely be an oversaturated brand on the secondhand market, but flats are just so trendy right now. I don't know what it is, but I had to get them.
Well, I found 3 shoes, which is pretty good. Now onto Christmas decor.
I looked thoroughly through the Christmas decor. The only thing I got was, you see that little snowflake wall hang? I got one of those, but in gold. For some reason, I can't find the video of me picking it up. But I debated between the gold and the silver one, and I decided on the gold. I felt like it would match my other Christmas decor better, but other than that, there was nothing that caught my eye. Then I was walking by, heading towards the activewear bottoms, because that is the section I'm challenging myself with for this quick thrift trip, and I found this flax shirt. It does have a few marks, but those will come out with a wash. I have not found flax in forever, so I was pretty happy with this find.
So far, nothing. I found Torrid. Oh, okay. This looks like vintage Aeropostale. Definitely vintage. There's kind of some major discoloration on the arrow part. But I wonder if people would still have interest even with that discoloration. They only want 3. I will check comps. Yeah, I'm going to do that because that's a really cool find. Here is Offline by Aerie, but comps are not that good. And Aerie, I like to get in their like tops that are oversized, not necessarily their bottoms. Here is another, I believe, Y2K Aeropostale. There's some pilling, some fading. They've got the arrow right there, but yeah, those have got to be older, right? I'm not as positive with these ones. I wonder if they have a year somewhere, because I'm not sure on those. Okay, we have one more rack of activewear, and I do not want to go through it at all. Okay, you guys, look what I just found. I noticed this logo. It's kind of coming off a little bit. I think they want 4, but this is Free People Movement. Free People Movement, extra small. It's like a little like tight onesie. Oh, there's like a little spot right there. I'm gonna try getting that out. I do not want to leave this Free People Movement behind. No, I'm for sure getting that because it's like the best thing that I've found. I should turn on a light, you guys. I just finished at the thrift store, and I decided not to get the pink Free People suit because the clasps from the hanger kind of made 4 indents, and I don't know, it looked too worn, unfortunately. I really love Free People Movement, and a onesie would have been awesome, but it just had too much wear, so I did decide to leave it behind. And I also left behind the red vintage or Y2K Aeropostale leggings, or sweatpants, excuse me, because they just had too much wear as well, and they didn't have the classic Y2K look as much. But yeah, that is it for the thrifting portion. I said I wasn't going to go thrifting today, like when I was planning today's Vlogmas THRIFTMAS, but I went anyway because I just quickly looked in the shoes and the Christmas decor, and then I restrained myself. I did not look in the dresses, so good job, Kate. But yeah, I hit up the activewear, the 2 racks of activewear bottoms, and I'm proud of myself. I did it because I hate that section. But yeah, I found Albion, even though it was flawed, and I found Free People Movement. And I even found it was a line by Spanx, but it was just a pair of leggings, and Spanx leggings are pretty oversaturated and don't sell that well. I'm going to head to Ross now. It is 5:20. I'm going to try to be quick in Ross because I still need to go home and make dinner for my family. but I think I'm going to find some really cute decor, Christmas decor specifically, at Ross. I have arrived at Ross. It's already dark, although it's only like 5:30ish. I actually saw a $90 comp for these on eBay, but they had a terrible sell-through rate, like actually terrible. I don't know though, maybe I should check on Poshmark. Okay, so the thing is that these would sell, but they would take forever to sell, and for a $40 investment, no. All right, Christmas hand soap. Got lots of options. Cranberry pie, foaming hand soap for $5. I kind of want one that's like shaped like something Christmassy. Frosted berries. We do like that this one is foaming. I really do like foaming ones. We'll put this in the cart as an option. Check out this out from under cute little pajama top. It's only $2.50. I have to get it just because that price alone. Even if I sell it for $15, that's not that bad. This is the present I'm gonna get my daughter. My parents have little people at their house, and she loves playing with it. And it does have a pink car, so it's pink like she wanted. I have got to get some, like, what are they called? Christmas hand towels. We got Bambi. I'm not seeing any that, like, catch my eye. And I want to really, really love it. That one's kind of nice. Kind of basic. I'm trying to see. Oh, that one's fun. That one's definitely decorative. Fa la 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 la. This is actually hilarious. I was like, oh, that's a cool snow globe. It's a Ross in a snow globe sold at Ross. That is so funny. Okay, I found a Spanx dress. It's a size 2X, really good size. New with tags, but there's no Ross tag. So, depending on what Ross wants for it, because look at this. Spanx dress. I didn't know Spanx sold dresses. Has a little back cut out. I gotta ask at the front, because I mean, it's Spanx, new with tags, plus size. Kind of have to get it. Okay, this is so cool. Usually I have like coffee sets, but I hate the taste of coffee. This is a cocoa set. 16 different cocoa cups. Toasted marshmallow. I have to get this. This is so cool. This would be a cool gift too. I wonder, maybe I should get one for me and then one for my sister. I wonder if she'd like it. I don't know. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen. So every year my family, my extended family on my husband's side does like a white elephant. And look at this. This is a gummy pickle ornament. So I gotta get it. It would be so great for a white elephant gift. But the line is very long to check out. So I'm just gonna be looking at these snacks for a little bit. I'm gonna put these towels back because I don't really love them, but I just spotted these towels and they're like kind of Christmassy. I mean, they are Christmas. They just make me happy, like the little ballerina. And I live with two other girls, both my daughters. So it seems more like me. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna get this. I just got back from Ross and the thrift store. I am now doing some cross-listing on my computer. All comfy now, cozy. I love cross-listing on the couch. But that is the end of Vlogmas Thriftmas Day 2. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas Thriftmas Day 3. Bye.